Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's got room at the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Here's Lance. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
4-yard.
Got downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford now to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Lance looking to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lance now on first down.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down and goal. Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now it's Stafford. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To the air again, Stafford. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. From 21 yards away.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gay is on for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Blaster, 6, you, yellow. Ten cycles.
And that one going to
come up short. Low throw.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, the hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
On first down at Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
In motion right is Robinson. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
21.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will hold at 15.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
First down, here's Mitchell.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
That's good for 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On play action, Lance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are right back in this football game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Stafford looks to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here?
No, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
78 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
And Lance now to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
22.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
130 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.